Bye now.
Oh, look at that. Grab that Monokuma.
No.
Oh! Shit! Sheesh! Oh! Fool! So what I mean is...
I don't know if that knife can be used though. So it's talking too, I don't know. It's gonna start.
Hey! Hey!
She climbed. Still don't see anything sharp. That's a good diagram, which pretty much shows what it is.
Hey! Huh?
Good time.
Alrighty, guys. Now then, I shall tell you all the meeting place at the central island of Jabberwock Island. That, my friends, once you're there, please proceed to the underground by...
Alright. Hopefully. I can just automatically send it. This is so annoying. Central Island to Jabberwock. Alright, rock. We on Central Island now? First time. So am I on Jabberwock now?
Whoa, what's this?
What?
This little guy, blanket in his mouth, hat in hand. Show paw, he says.
Chopin? Already?
Oh, that's on.
Alright, buddy, here's your new Chopin.
Look, he
There.
likes that.
Yeah. Don't trip over Sophia.
It's just about bedtime for him. Bedtime, something.
It's 7. Yeah. I'll give him till that Chopin. Oh, wow. I don't understand the levels in this game. Okay, that's scary. She's right here. What's wrong with that?
Maybe she wants you to, what?
I don't think anyone's really interested.
Who doesn't love Sophia?
This takes a long time. I guess I should have gone in the other direction. What kind of spider was it? I mean, where am I even going? It must be like a meditation. Right. Please don't be doing that. Okay, 5, good. I really went the wrong way. I went like the wrong way. Like the most opposite way. Yeah, because here's my Takuma mark. Next time I'll go the other way. At least now I see now. Well, that's not everybody.
Are you kidding me?
No way. You are right. I got it!
No way!
Don't fuck with me!
Hey! Hey!
Huh?
Do you understand?
Wait! What happened? Now then, let us be. Hey.
Well now. Wait! What's this? Wawa? You masochistic mascot! Special bleeding service! See ya later!
Huh? What's going on?
Oh, that's so sad.
No way.
What? Hey, 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 hey! No way, no way, no way!
Stupid! Yep.
Alright, here we go. Trial mosh pit time.
Huh?
However,
Oh, cool. Trace playing Diablo. Hey, buddy. What happened? Uh-oh, low battery. Watch a little bit more.
Welcome! Ta-da!
Why, you... Don't fuck with me!
Let's see how it goes. Do you mean the towel? I tried to clean it up as best I could this morning. But I know I got some on the towel because it was over to the side. Alright, so I have no skills that I can use. Nothing else in the handbook. Let's do it.
Now then, let's begin with it. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly,
Yeah.
then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened. And that...
Such a cruel rule.
Before we begin, I'd like to confirm one thing.
Most definitely. There's no doubt that the blackened is lurking among you. Such a sad state. By the way, this class trial is gonna be 100% fair, so there's no need to worry. I'm the type who hates favoritism and prejudice. Well, not as much as I hate Monami, of course.
You hate me that much?
Now, let's begin.
You're telling us to begin.
No complaining, let's just settle this with our fist.
Were you even listening to the rules?
Didn't that Byakuya bastard get killed in the dining hall? Huh? Then everyone there is a fucking suspect.
Yeah. What you're really trying to say is that you're not the killer, right?
No shit. You guys went off on your own and started killing each other.
Huh? What is that?
Anyway, why don't we try talking about the most pressing issue?
Huh. The most pressing issue on our minds?
Where we found the body. It's very strange to find a body under...
Then, let's start with that mystery.
We need to start with ultimately to find out the murder. We can't do that. Not if we waste time. Let's do.
Why was Byakuya's body in a place like that?
His body was underneath the table at the very back of the dining hall.
After the killer murdered Byakuya, they probably moved the body there.
Huh? Why? Obviously by hiding the body. They tried to delay its discovery! Like a dog burying a bone!
Why was Byakuya's body in a place like that?
His body was underneath the table at the very back of the dining hall.
After the killer murdered Byakuya, they probably moved the body there.
No, that's wrong!
No, I don't think the killer moved the body.
Huh? Try to remember what the body looked like. Though there was a lot of blood everywhere, there was no...
So that's why you think it's impossible.
Oh, and here I thought I had a G.
Too bad you're so stupid and boring and
I respond better to praise, you know.
But if the killer didn't move the body...
Byakuya was probably killed under the table.
What? You think he was killed under the table?
So Byakuya snuck under the table for reasons unknown, and that's when he was killed. Then, shortly thereafter...
That does make sense, but why did he go under the table?
Obviously, he was hiding so he could surprise us. That dude was always a big jokester.
The hell he was? You seriously couldn't tell what kind of person he was?
Maybe he panicked during the blackout and dove under the table.
It's a blackout, not an earthquake. Just because the
reason why is probably connected to what Byakuya was doing during the party.
Crap!
Oh, I hit the wrong button. Yeah, it's the threat.
Crap!
Alright. What's it doing under the table?
Crap!
What is it? Answer to what he was doing under the table.
Crap!
Oh, why did he die under the table?
I can prove it with this! It probably has something to...
Knife?
Byakuya probably noticed the knife was hidden there, so in order to get it,
He was particularly sensitive to... But how did he notice that...
If he knew beforehand, he probably would. Then, instead of knowing about it before, like, for example, he might have seen someone trying to take the knife out from under.
No. That...
You see?
Of course. I have proof to back me up.
You ready to go to bed, buddy? Is your episode still on? Here we go.
I'm sure Byakuya ducked under the table during the blackout.
That sounds correct.
Oh, Kylie, thank you.
If that's the case, during the blackout, Mr. Ham Hands must have seen the killer take the knife.
But it was super pitch black! It was so dark I couldn't see my food! Byakuya couldn't see in the dark either.
no, that's wrong!
Got that.
No, Byakuya was probably the only one who was...
Why do you say that?
He was using those night vision goggles we found under the table. He could have seen what was happening.
So...
Yeah, that seems...
Your reasoning is out of focus. No, that's obviously wrong. It should be the other way around.
Another way around?
Seriously? The killer used those...
Directional buttons. Vertically, sideways. Oh, got it. Alright, let's get down to it. This is new. I haven't done this one before. Seems a little bit more complex than the last time. Alright, come on. Let's get started so I can at least try it. I have a bad feeling about it.
If you just use common sense, the killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it. If you just use common sense, the killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
Where's your proof that the killer used them?
Because if they used night vision goggles, then they could have killed Byakuya even in reality. That's what happened. So those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
No, what the hell?
Damn it!
If you just use common sense, the killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
Where's your proof that the killer used them?
Because if they used night vision goggles, then they could have killed Byakuya even in reality. So those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
Damn it!
If you just use common, the killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
Where's your proof that the killer used them?
Because if they used night vision goggles, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. In reality, that's what happened. So those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene. Because if they used night vision goggles, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. In reality, that's what happened. So those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
Why is this so difficult?
Because if they used night vision goggles, then they could have killed Byakuya even in reality. That's what happened. So those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene. Because if they used night vision goggles, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. In reality, so those goggles were planned. The killer brought them to the crime scene. Because if they used night, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. In reality, that's what happened. So those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
Damn it!
Why can't you pass this?
If you just use common sense. The killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
I can't back down!
If you just use common, the killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
Where's your proof that the killer used them?
Because if they used night, then they could have killed Byakuya even in reality. So those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene. Because if then they could have killed Byakuya even in reality. That's so those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene. Because if they used night vision goggles, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. In reality, that's so those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene. Because if they used night vision goggles, then they could have killed Byakuya even in reality. That's what. So those goggles were planned and the killer brought them to the crime scene.
I have no idea how to get past this.
Because if they used night vision, then they could have killed Byakuya even in reality. That's what happened. So those goggles were planned and the killer brought them to the crime scene. Because if they used night vision goggles, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. In reality, so those goggles were planned and the killer brought them to the crime scene. Because if they used night vision goggles,
Slash. Overturn. Oh.
then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. So those goggles were planned. The killer brought them to the crime scene. Because if they used night, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. I mean, in reality, so those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
Allow me to cut through those words!
It's hitting the wrong button.
No, Byakuya was definitely the one who brought those night vision goggles.
Definitely?
Inside the Duralumin case Byakuya had with him during the party, he found a smaller case for storing the night vision goggles.
Which means we can assume that the night vision goggles were kept inside that Duralumin case as well.
Yes? Alright.
Woohoo! I said
Plus,
Are you ready for sleepies? Where's your blanket? Right there? Okay, let's go. Okay, Meest. Meesty? Okay, pal. Mom says goodnight. Mom says goodnight. Not Meest Lou. Is your window already taken care of? Okay, where's Butterfly?
We don't have a sippy.
Look, he's got the Mickey Mouse that he's already bothering me for. He was offering it to me. I'll give him the Mickey Mouse.
I don't know when that milk is from. It's from yesterday.
Well, then I'll rinse it out. I'm getting you some. Relax, all right?
Is this diet clean? Why don't you lie down, because Daddy is bringing you your, stuff. About moi. Daddy's getting you your mom. Your Le Mans? Oh, Le Mans, I see.
Alright, Mama. Here you go. Night, night. I love you. Hey, Sophia. Sophia's eating spiders, I think. Alright. Let's finish it off.
Byakuya was the only one who could have taken the night vision goggles out of the case, since he was carrying it around before the blackout in the first place.
I see. When you...
Then, was that knife inside the case too? If there were night vision goggles inside, it wouldn't be weird for a knife to be in there too.
It would be weird.
I am weird, aren't I? At times like this, I'd rather be fantasizing about
Yeah, in a little while.
Ooh, you totally mean that in a perverted way.
The knife was hid in the dining room party.
I see! There was duct tape left under the table, huh? They probably hid the knife by duct taping it to the underside of the table.
Oh, so that's why we found duct tape there.
Though Byakuya was thorough, even he couldn't have noticed a weapon taped to the underside of the table.
This may be off topic, but not only did he bring a self-defense...
That's true.
Now that you mention it, it's one thing to be a little...
He probably knew.
Are you saying he predicted?
You think so too?
I can prove it with this! Everyone, can you please take a look at this?
Hey, the hell is this?
Hajime and I found this in Byakuya's cottage.
It looks like a threatening letter.
So, who's the someone? Nobody besides Monokuma would write such a dumb, threatening letter like that. Wasn't me! Are you sure? only lies I tell are friendly lies.
Those are still lies. Doesn't matter who wrote it yet.
He probably decided to throw a party because of the letter.
What do you mean?
By gathering everyone in one... In doing so, he tried to put the writer of the letter in a...
But the letter might have been just a little prank.
As long as he was determined not to let in his strong sense of responsibility.
He should have told us he received a threatening letter.
If he had, we would have panicked. Byakuya probably knew that.
So, he tried to do something. I see. Strong...
Screw that noise! Who the hell wrote that letter?
Well, obviously, the killer.
Enough already! Show yourself, you coward!
If they were willing to come forward, they never would have committed a murder in the first place.
Alright.
Pardon.
What is it, Miss Sonia?
I regret that I must return to this topic, but if Byakuya was indeed wearing those goggles, how did the killer manage to navigate in the dark?
You're right. They wouldn't have been able to see anything without the night vision goggles. But if the murderer had the goggles when they took the knife, then how did Byakuya see them?
Even if the knife bore some sort of mark, it would have been difficult to see it in that darkness.
I see! What if the glowing paint was the mark? With that, you'd be able to get the knife even in the dark. In actuality, the knife we found under the table and the duct tape stuck to the underside of the table were both marked with glowing paint, right?
Does that mean the painting them with glowing paint? It's as if they knew the blackout was going to happen. They had to have already known. Which means whoever set up the blackout is the killer.
That seals it. The killer is whoever, which means it was you! Pekoyama!
Peko killed poor Byakuya? Was this island not big enough for two glasses wearers?
I am not the killer.
Oh, I guess she's not.
How can you believe her so easily?
But with Peko's height...
I don't care about a technicality like that.
Alright. Interesting. Shooting on grease spots. The way, instead of arguing using mistakes, why the truth bullets is correct. The truth bullets murdered
Since Peko...
aim, truth bullet, still the triangle. Okay.
was in the office, she could have caused the blackout at any time!
That's impossible. Huh? Why is it impossible? Because I was not in the office. Not even before the blackout.
I agree with that.
No, I think Peko is...
Don't tell me you're...
And yet, it's nothing like that at all. Nikumaru's account is actually...
It's true. Someone, and it was finally freed up.
Then the person who was...
Everyone else besides Peko was in the dining hall after...
I see. So there's no way anybody else could have locked themselves in the bathroom except Peko. I guess that would be... true.
You locked yourself in the commode? You should have said so earlier!
There's no way she'd actually say that. Gosh, you're so insensitive.
If she locked herself in the bathroom for that long, there's no doubt. It's shit. Oh, there's no way she'd admit it. There's no way she'd admit she was taking a shit.
Hey, Weren't you guys taught any basic manners? Or were you raised in a locker room?
I'm sorry.
It's fine. How about we...
Don't worry. The smell wasn't that strong. I used the bathroom right...
But still, you were in the bathroom for a really long time. As soon as I stepped into the office, because of that, I was unable to leave the bathroom.
Can you please wait? Almost there. Or you could take her yourself. Thank
The
you.
blackout occurred.
Hey, how did it feel to do your business in the dark? Did you get... Seriously, stop it.
But still, your stomach pain.
Hey, what's the deal? Don't butt into other people's business, especially if you didn't do any investigating.
I'm only butting in because you fucking idiots are out of your element.
Stop this childish nonsense. Just what do you mean by coincidence?
What I mean is it...
Laxatives?
If so, the killer could have tripped the breaker as soon as that girl left the office.
I see. That might have happened.
Did you eat anything weird?
I don't remember eating anything weird. Now that you mention it... You brought food to the office, right? Just a little bit from the dining hall.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
Too cooked the food. How suspicious.
I wouldn't do anything like that! Laxatives would ruin the taste!
Did you eat anything weird?
I don't remember eating anything weird. Now that you mention it... You brought food to the office, right? Just a little bit from the dining hall.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
No, that's wrong! No, it's impossible that laxatives were slipped into the food because Pekka wasn't the only one who ate that food. Akane ate some...
If the food had laxatives in it, I'm pretty sure Akane would have had stomach issues as well.
I feel totally fine.
Like I said, the dishes are innocent.
I apologize for... Fuyuhiko should apologize, not you. He's the one who made the laxative...
What the fuck did you say, bitch?
Cease this bickering! Let's just dismiss Pekko's stomachache as... Yeah. We already know that you trashy skank. Who tripped the breaker and how did they do it? If you can't answer that, I'm gonna bop you on the head. Did they throw a stone and hit it?
Maybe they used a remote control?
Crap!
Who tripped the breaker and how did they do it? If you can't answer that, I'm gonna bop you on the head. Did they throw a stone and hit it?
Maybe they used a remote control?
They probably messed with the breaker. It does not have to be the breaker. They may have tampered with the power supply and transmitters.
Crap!
Who tripped the breaker and how did they do it? If you can't answer that, I'm gonna bop you on the head. Did they throw a stone and hit it?
Maybe they used a remote control?
They probably messed with the
Gunfire
breaker.
outside?
It does not have to be the breaker. They may have tampered with the power supply and transmitters. Or maybe they caused a power surge?
I agree with that!
I thought it was guns at first.
Let's see it.
This is why you said. The blackout was caused by a power surge.
He doesn't have to be out there. Let's go, Fee.
I thought it was in the back, but it sounds like maybe for it to Piccadilly. Is that just the chair? Oh, is she afraid? It was too loud for her.
That's your plan? You're just gonna take the ball on yourself?
You better keep an eye on her and bring her outside if she needs to.
Of course, that's not a coincidence.
Which is why those 3 irons.
And you found them right after the blackout.
So by leaving those irons on and...
Yeah, it seems that...
Stupid fool! Hold on a second, let me speak too!
What the heck?
You say the iron's in the storage room. That's inexcusable! If the irons in the storage room caused the blackout, then for the killer to turn the irons on, you're saying they went all the way to the storage room? And that means everyone who was in the dining when the blackout occurred can't be a suspect.
No, just because people were in the dining hall doesn't mean they're not a suspect.
But the people in the dining hall weren't able to keep the iron, and the killer had to go to the storage room and turn on the iron. Now do you intend to take back what you said? But the people in the dining hall kept the iron, and the killer had to go to the storage room before that and turn on the iron.
Damn it!
If the irons in the storage room caused the and for the killer to turn the irons on, you're saying they went all the way to the storage room? And that means everyone who was in when the blackout occurred can't be a suspect.
No, just because people were in the dining hall doesn't mean they're not a suspect.
But the people in the dining hall weren't able to. If the irons caused the blackout,
Allow me to cut through those words. The irons are just one reason the blackout occurred. But the direct trigger was when the air conditioners in the dining hall and office clicked on.
the air conditioner!
The timers for both air conditioners were set to 11:30 p.m.
11:30 p.m. Mr. Ham Hams died around that time.
I see. When the timer's at... I see!
Indubitably?
They probably checked the old building's energy usage, and so once they set the air conditioner's timers, they just had...
If so, even if Pekka was in the office, it still would have been possible to...
Indubitably?
Regarding the energy usage, they... Dun dun dun!
Is she right? Such a hateful bear. You deserve to die 1,000 deaths.
1,000, you say? If I died that many... Shut up! You...
I couldn't have prevented the blackout even if I was in the office. If I was in the office, I could have reset the breaker in time.
No. The breaker in the office was built into resetting the breaker in that dark...
Sounds like you don't need to blame yourself.
Even so, the killer is so sly. I'm starting to worry we may never actually find them.
It's all right. You don't have to worry, because they're just a petty killer, right? They can't defeat symbols of hope like you guys. There's no way everybody will lose now. this little incident will just be a stepping stone for you all. In the end, hope always wins. That's what I believe.
Nagito? What happened to you?
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, you have been saying this whole time that there's no way a killer could be among us.
Oh, is that so? Well, let's just put that minor detail aside for now and talk about the incident. For now, we found out how the blackout occurred. But the question is, who caused it, right? Anybody could have hid and set the timers for the air conditioners. Setting up the irons in the storage room could have been done before Byakuya set foot in the old building. What a shame. Any one of us is capable of that.
What are you implying?
He's just saying, after all this time, we still haven't made any progress.
Huh? Even though we have been arguing for so long?
Fortunately, this is the truth. Despite the fact that we've discussed this at length, but that might be because there's no way any of us could be a killer.
You're changing your story again?
Anyway, I have an idea about what we all should do at this point. Has anyone thought about our situation like this? Instead of surviving by doubting others, isn't it better to get killed for believing in others?
Doesn't that mean...
Nagito, there's definitely something wrong with you.
You guys only think there's something wrong with me because there's something wrong with you. Suspecting each other like this. There's no way that's healthy behavior. Let's stop this already. I can't stand this anymore. I don't want to do this to my friends.
I don't want to do this either.
Me too!
Stop it.
Everyone calm down.
We're all friends, aren't we? There's no way one...
Then why did Byakuya die?
Who cares? Let's just give up already. There are no clues that lead to the killer anyway. Not a single one.
That's wrong. I think.
Jockey comes in.
Did you say something?
'Cause we've already found a clue that might point to who the killer is.
You know who the killer is?
The killer? I don't know.
I see.
First of all, let's try thinking about how the killer was able to obtain the knife during the blackout.
Didn't we already cover that?
No, not that. I mean before that.
Let's try examining the situation.
The diagram of where everyone was standing before.
Nagito's got away.
Here! The killer must have used the desk lamp to move to that table in the dark.
The desk lamp? I hope you don't mean they turned on a light or something.
There was a blackout. There's no way the killer could have used the desk lamp.
I can prove it with this! They didn't turn the desk lamp on. They used its power cord.
Howard?
They could have felt their way to that table using the power cord, right? By doing that, the killer was able to move to the table and use the glowing paint.
And there's only one person here who could have done that.
Who? You're the only one! Nagito, it was you, wasn't it?
Me?
Judging from everyone's positions before the blackout, the only person near the power cord was you.
Which means the only one who could have felt their way to the table using the power cord was Nagito!
That's just a coincidence.
But still, you had a chance, right?
see! Nagito, weren't you cleaning the dining hall all morning? If so, you would have had a chance to hide the knife.
That's...
If you factor in the power cord and the time you spent cleaning, you're the only one who could have done it.
Seriously!
If it was just one coincidence, I wonder...
Could it be? Did you...
Now that you mention it, Nagito did prepare the drawing to pick who...
You rigged the drawing, didn't you? That's how you got picked to clean the dining hall, isn't it?
I don't know if you're the killer or not, but...
If that's the case, that strange speech you made...
You got us to lower our guard and tried to hide the fact that...
Well, just admit it already!
Nagito, tell me you object to this. Frankly, we investigated together. You were so kind. Nagito.
The Ultimates are working together to combat the... How wonderful!
Huh?
Let's cut to the chase. I'm the one who hid the knife under the table before the party started. I'm the one who used the power. And of course, I'm the one who caused the blackout. After all, there's no way I'd...
Is it just me?
But I never expected Byakuya to have night vision goggles. Because of that, we had ourselves a little scuffle under the table. And, well, you all saw how that played out. With a twist ending like this, Just stop it already!
Don't tell me. Is...
Lie? I understand better than anyone else that I'm too arrogant to have dreams. I've made peace with the fact that I'm lowly, stupid.
Holy crap! He's totally the type of guy who spent his childhood killing...
He seems like the sort of person...
That's quite the...
Hey, Nagito! If you were behind...
Yep. There's nobody else on this island whose handwriting is...
But why would you send a threatening letter?
I think... somewhere deep... Well, I bet if that really...
Are you making fun of us?
By threatening Byakuya, Nagito was likely able to manipulate his actions. In doing so, Nagito was able to...
That reminds me.
Oh, I get it. If Pekka was...
A threatening letter, along with...
Yep, that's true.
Huh?
I didn't need to rig the drawing.
If that's true, then how did you conveniently get...
I see.
I see! You're the ultimate...
That's right. I just trusted my luck.
You just rely...
It's not just luck. It's true my talents suck. At the time, Hajime said I wasn't lucky. I was lucky. That's why I got picked for cleaning duty. Just like
Enough. More importantly, why did...
Byakuya was a very capable... It's only fitting that you... That was my only
You're not making it.
Fine. Let's start the damn vote already.
Please! Monokuma! Please!
Huh?
Is Nagito...
What are you saying? He's hard.
I already know that, but if it's only a little, then keep your mouth shut. You're I'm sorry.
For now?
But we know.
Simply listening is acceptable. However, I won't allow this to end with mere play. Now...
I think it's strange that...
The killer is so obviously Nagito!
He has already confessed.
You know...
That bastard Nagito is the one who did it. He killed Byakuya with a knife in him. Crap!
I think it's strange that...
The killer is so obviously Nagito!
He has already confessed.
You know...
That bastard Nagito is the one who did it. He killed Byakuya with a knife in him. No, that's wrong.
This is taking
That
a
knife
turn.
might not be the murder weapon. That's what you wanted to say, right, Nikon?
What the hell are you talking about?
Still don't have a weapon.
Based on the entry
used
on
in the archive.
Byakuya's body...
5 millimeters in diameter?
Hey, that better be true. If you screwed up, I'll sell your fucking ass.
Hey, why are you threatening her?
What could it have been?
Is this what you're trying? As long as we can't prove...
Oh, the skewer.
What are you saying? No one else...
Hey, don't blame me.
Sorry. Hey, Nagito.
Hiding?
Like, during the blackout, did something happen?
Who knows?
After all this, what else do you intend?
Welcome to any new viewers in the channel.
Jeez, the moment your back's against the
play the
wall,
whole
you get all
game on
silent.
the stream,
You piss
so-
me off.
Getting in at the early part.
What happened during the blackout? If you cross your eyes like this, it gives you double vision.
Don't get distracted. Our lives are at stake, you know?
Huh? Whose life is at stake?
Seriously, how long is it gonna take for you to understand the damn rule?
Nobody can see in the dark, no matter how hard you think about it. The truth is beyond your sight. Don't you think that's a pretty clever metaphor?
No, that's not it.
Not it. What's not it?
I can prove it with this. Even if we couldn't see what happened in the dark, I'm pretty sure someone could have heard it. Isn't that right?
Oh, reals?
You were the one who told me, remember? However...
Everyone, calm down!
Ah! Don't step on my feet!
What the hell? What's going on? This is...
Ow!
Turn the damn lights on! I can't eat like this, you know!
You guys? Where are...
Perhaps the breaker overloaded?
Hold on a sec.
Such perceptive hearing.
It's a good thing your ears are awesome because your face style figure.
You've got me. However, after hearing.
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
It almost sounds like.
Well, that's actually what happened. As a sign of respect for Ibuki's talent, I was actually shoved out from under the table by Byakuya.
He shoved you out?
Just as the blackout occurred, I hurried to duck under the table and grab the knife. But Byakuya, wearing his night vision goggles, caught me. That's right. I'm so incompetent that I couldn't...
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
After getting shoved out from under the table, I was just as confused as you guys. I lost sight of the glowing paint, and I didn't even know where the power cord was. Before I realized it, the lights had come back on, and Byakuya's body was lying under the table.
Hold on! Are you saying you're not the killer?
From the very beginning, hiding the knife, setting up, but unfortunately, my plan failed. And all thanks to Byakuya's night vision goggle. What happened after that? Even I don't know. You failed?
Then we're right back to square one!
How can that be? We spent all this time talking back and forth!
But you can't give up. You need to... Rising to the challenge again and again is why you guys are this...
Suspended.
Well now. Now then. And if you're so evil.
I guess I'll put in new save data.
I'm Monami. I'm the group's leader, Byakuya. No, I'm not the... Cause I could... So do your best.
Well, what now? If the knife isn't the murder weapon...
Shut up!
You say you were shoved away, but you can't actually prove it, right?
That's right. Even if a different weapon was...
But there's another reason.
There's still more?
Based on what we've discussed.
Is there something wrong with that?
Well, even if that's true...
Nobody's ever complimented me on my appearance before.
I'm not talking about your looks.
I see! Are you trying to say something like...
Yes! Because under the table, There was a lot of blood. There were even bloodstains.
He stabbed Byakuya to death. Straight.
I didn't get any blood on me.
You just used something to block the blood.
Something that might have been used to block the blood.
I can prove it with this! You're talking about the bloodstained tablecloth we found in the storage room, right?
If there are bloodstains on it, that settles it.
But that was found in the storage room, right?
You mean after the lights came back on? What would he have done if we'd seen it?
That's true. The tablecloth was pretty big. So even
Wearing a tablecloth, going under the table, getting a knife in a blackout, and stabbing someone. That's not just impossible for someone like me.
then what does it mean?
Maybe the killer did.
No, there's no
Even the inside of the tablecloth was bloody. But that doesn't mean where Byakuya got stabbed and where the...
I don't understand at all!
Huh? Roger.
Really? I feel like I'm onto something.
Under the table, but not under the table. If it's moving forward, we should put aside all unnecessary...
Oh boy, here we go. Haven't done this one yet either. Let's try this. This is not working.
This is my... We will never give up!
So counterintuitive.
Got it! I got it! The floorboards in the old building are full of gaps. If they stuck the weapon through one of the gaps, they could have stabbed Byakuya to death.
If so, that means the killer was able to get under the...
I don't know that yet, but... You're the only one! Hey, Gundam.
The third.
About that ear...
I said.
About that Hellhound earring.
Just a bit longer and I would have reduced everything. However, it's just as the old legend said.
Is it safe to say that... Huh? Gundam wasn't wearing an earring. And if he had it on by the time... then that means Gundam was able to retreat.
So...
It's understandable, but I am different. True, this is the evil fourth eye. For the might of the evil...
What should I do? I'm embarrassed just listening.
Oh! Man up!
Fine, I shall tell you... One of my 4 dark devas of destruction, Mirage Gold, a secret passage of doom leading to the underground, lurks after securing a lighter from the supermarket. I threw, and as a result of that lonesome battle, I was able...
There he goes, blabbing about... Anyway, it sounds like you... Then that has to be how the... If the space beneath the floor is empty, it's not that far to move from the storage room to the dining hall.
I see. If they pass...
The killer lurked under the floorboards during the party, and from there, stab, stab, stab!
Are you sure?
You don't like stab, stab, stab?
No, I'm not talking about your sound effect. You were saying they snuck under the floorboards, but that means they would have had to leave the party. So, was there...
Then whoever wasn't at the party is the killer. Who
wasn't at the party again?
I didn't participate, but I was guarding the entrance, remember? Monomi over there can be my witness. Yes! This Monami over here is your witness.
I believe there's no need to discuss this matter further.
I was in the kitchen for a long time, but I frequently went to the dining hall to deliver my dishes.
Judging from the photo I took before the blackout, it obviously has to be him.
Yay! It's decided!
What the fuck are you saying?
Oh, really? What happened to the
Don't mess with me! I'll fucking kill you!
See? You're...
Yep, that's right.
During the party, the killer was lurking under the floor like a cockroach.
And they could have stared at panties all day. Without going to the storage room in the... dark!
Is that true, Fuyuhiko?
Don't act like I'm the fucking killer!
But when the party started, nobody saw you, you know. That means you have no alibi.
The culprit is self-evident.
During the party, the killer was lurking under the floor like a cockroach.
And they could have stared at panties all day. Without going to the storage room in the dark.
Is that true, Fuyuhiko?
Don't act like I'm the fucking killer!
But when the party started, nobody saw you, you know. That means you have no
The culprit is self-evident.
During the party, the killer was lurking under the floor like a cockroach.
And they could have stared at panties all day. Without going to the storage room in the dark.
Is that true, Fuyuhiko?
Don't act like I'm the fucking killer!
But when the party started, nobody saw you, you know. That means you have no alibi.
Get it?
Crap!
Damn it. This try is so difficult.
During the party, the killer was lurking under the floor like a cockroach.
Crap!
During the party, the killer was lurking under the floor like a cockroach.
And they could have stared at panties all day. Without going to the storage room in the dark.
Is that true, Fuyuhiko?
Don't act like I'm the fucking killer!
But when the party started,
You know?
nobody saw you, you know. That means you have no alibi.
Crap!
During the party, the killer was lurking under the floor like a cockroach.
Crap!
During the party, the killer was lurking under the floor like a cockroach.
And they could have stared at panties all day. Without going to the storage room in the dark.
Is that true, Fuyuhiko?
Don't act like I'm the fucking killer!
But when the party started,
Nobody saw you, you know?
nobody saw you, you know. That means you have
No alibi!
crap!
During the party, the killer was lurking under the floor like a cockroach.
And they could have stared at panties all day. Without going to the storage room in the dark.
Is that true, Fuyuhiko?
Don't act like I'm the fucking killer!
But when the party started, nobody saw you, you know? That means you have no alibi.
Crap!
During the party, the killer was lurking under the floor like a cockroach.
Crap!
During the party, the killer was lurking under the floor like a cockroach.
Crap!
He's dead.
During the party, the killer was lurking under the floor like a cockroach.
Crap!
During the party, the killer was lurking under the floor like a cockroach.
And they could have stared at panties all day. Without going to the storage room in the dark.
Is that true, Fuyuhiko?
Don't act like I'm the fucking killer!
But when the party started, nobody saw you, you know? That means you have no alibi.
No, that's wrong!
No, Fuyuhiko definitely has an alibi.
Oh. I saw Fuyuhiko after the party started.
You should have said that earlier, dumbass.
It's still your fault. Like, what?
Maybe there really is a secret passage to go.
What'd you say, motherfucker?
Oh no!
Wow, he got chewed out, but he looks super happy.
Regardless, it's impossible to go under the floorboards from out.
Then someone definitely went under the floor.
During the party. Well, if someone disappeared.
But walking down that dark hallway to the storage room is like trying to make Eggs Benedict without it.
You're right. I couldn't even see the office in that darkness. And that room was much closer.
But is it really impossible? It might be better if we examine that possibility.
It was super dark, you know? There's no way you'd be able to find your way to the storage room.
It appears we're getting close to the blackened or the spotless.
The hallway was really dark during the blackout. Moving to the storage room like that. It's like making a seafood bowl without fish.
Is it really not possible?
What if they used a string like the cord?
Maybe there was another pair of night vision goggles?
I'm in pain. I'm gonna go with my gut. What if they used a light?
Definitely sounds impossible.
The hallway was really dark during the blackout. Moving to the storage room like that. It's like making a seafood bowl without fish.
Is it really not possible?
What if they used a string like the cord?
Maybe there was another pair of night vision goggles?
I'm in pain. I'm gonna go with my gut. What if they used a light?
It definitely sounds impossible.
The hallway was really dark during the blackout. Moving to the storage room like that. It's like making a seafood bowl without fish.
Is it really not possible?
What if they used a string like the cord?
Maybe there was another pair of night vision goggles?
What a pain. I'm gonna go with my gut. What if they
Used a light.
Crap! The hallway was really dark during the blackout. Moving to the storage room like that. It's like making a seafood bowl without fish.
Is it really not possible?
What if they used a string like the cord?
Maybe there was another pair of
Night vision goggles? Crap!
This is mine. We will never give up.
The hallway was really dark during the blackout. Moving to the storage room like that. It's like making a seafood bowl without fish.
Is it really not possible?
What if they used a string like the cord?
Crap! The hallway was really dark during the blackout. Moving to the storage room like that. It's like making a seafood bowl without fish.
Is it really not possible?
What if they used a string like the cord?
Maybe there was another pair of night vision goggles?
What a pain. I'm gonna go with my gut. What if they used a light?
Crap! The hallway was really dark during the blackout. Moving to the storage room like that. It's like making a seafood bowl without fish.
Is it really not possible?
What if they used a string like the cord?
Maybe there was another pair of night vision goggles?
What a pain. I'm gonna go with my gut. What if they used a light?
I agree with that. I know. The killer had a light with him.
Oh, I was right. But where could they have found...
There was one nearby for sure. It's the portable stove.
Portable stove?
The portable stove isn't powered by electricity. So, the killer used the portable stove to move from the hallway to the storage room.
I see. I never...
A hole. What kind of hole? It would be great if you could explain it to me in much more detail.
Oh, I wasn't making a perverted joke already.
Repeating yourself just makes it even...
Now then, Hajime. No, that's wrong. Will you be able to break through my argument? Did you forget what Kazuichi said earlier? He said the hall was too dark to see the office. The light from the stove that you mentioned. It contradicts his testimony. Or are you intentionally doubting his testimony? Did you forget what Kazuichi said earlier? He said the hall was too dark to see the office. The light from the stove that you mentioned. It contradicts his testimony. Or are you intentionally doubting his testimony?
I don't doubt what Kazuichi said. What are you trying to say?
The reason Kazuichi couldn't see was because the hallway was dark. So if a light was shining in such a dark hallway... Crap! The reason Kazuichi couldn't see the office was because the hallway was dark, right? So if a light was shining in such a dark hallway... Crap! The reason Kazuichi couldn't see the office was because the hallway was... So if a light was shining in such a dark hallway... Wouldn't Kazu... After all, he was walking near the hallway, right? Damn it! Did you forget what Kazuichi said earlier? He said the hall was too dark to see the office. The light from the stove that you mentioned. It contradicts his testimony. Or are you intentionally doubting his testimony?
I can't back down! I don't doubt what Kazuichi said. What are you trying to say?
The reason Kazuichi couldn't was because the hallway was dark. So if a light was shining in such a dark hallway, wouldn't Kazuichi have seen it?
Allow me to cut through those words! Nagito, did you forget?
Huh?
There should have been a wall that blocked light. I'm talking about the fire door in the hallway. If you close it, it would form a perfect wall in the hallway. Plus, the hallway rounds a corner just beyond the fire door. So even if there was a small gap in the door, as long as they passed the corner, the light still wouldn't peek out.
I see. Actually, oh. You still don't remember your...
Who cares about that right now?
Nagito, what are you plotting? For someone...
You sound so scary. You sure like to piss us off. How about I shut your fucking mouth for you?
Hey! It's okay. More importantly, can you hurry?
Fine, I get... We're going to ask the real killer. Not...
You're...
If you think I am, whatever conclusion you ultimates are...
You're the only one!
Terry. Could...
Huh? What? What are you talking about?
Terry's the killer? Is that true?
What are you talking about? There's no way! Of course, that's simply my assumption. Objection or not, because the portable stove used in the murder came from the kitchen. That's it? You're cruel!
For the ultimate cook,
Call me chef.
if you fall to aspersions... That's right. For the...
So, what's an aspersion anyway?
Did you know asbestos is yummy too?
Nagito, what?
Let's assume that the killer used a light. And that they moved to the storage room. It's dark under the floorboards, too. You're not gonna say they shined the light on Byakuya, right?
That's right.
There's no way you can answer, right? You personally haven't investigated what's beneath the floorboards.
If that's the case, then Gundam should know. He actually went under the floorboards.
No. Unfortunately, the only thing I found was a strange liquid shining in the darkness, near where Byakuya's blood was dripping.
What? That sounds super important!
If there was a shiny mark like that, they would have been able to move to it in the dark, right? And in doing so...
prove it with this. The mark you're talking about is the glowing paint.
Ah, by you.
I see. The killer didn't target an actual person. They just...
That would be the moment someone grabbed a hold of the knife.
So, the killer used the mark that I prepared for finding the knife as a mark for... I see.
But if they were able to do that, wouldn't that mean the killer knew about Nagito's...
Well, Teru.
Seriously? I don't know anything.
Then can I ask everyone a...
You again?
Now.
If Teru is the killer, that would mean... And just what did Ibuki hear during the blackout?
Ah! Don't step on my feet!
What the hell? This.
Ow!
Turn the damn lights on!
You guys? Where are you? Wasn't...
She heard Teru's voice in the dining hall?
Doesn't that prove Teru was in the dining hall during the blackout?
That's right.
But Teru was in the kitchen the moment the blackout occurred, right?
I thought the blackout was only in the kitchen. So I panicked and ran out of there. Of course, the hallway was dark too, but somehow
Well, it's not that far to move along the wall from the kitchen to the dining hall.
That sounds fishy.
If I remember correctly, you can tell in the room if you want.
No way! But I heard Teru's voice in the...
That's right. Teru was in the...
No, that's not it. Why? Why do you want to keep
You should be so proud of yourself, Hajime. Now, Hajime, show me more of your... Let me ask you again. Did you go to the storage room during the blackout?
There's no way I went to the storage room. I was somewhere totally different.
I definitely heard Teru's voice.
Crap!
Let me ask you again. Did you go to the storage room during the blackout?
There's no way I went to the storage room. I was somewhere totally different.
I definitely heard Teru's voice. It's handsome, unlike his face.
Maybe it was recording or something?
Nope, definitely a live voice.
Right, as long as I have her testimony. The fact that I was in the dining hall cannot be disputed. I'll shoot through that contradiction. Just because we heard Teru's voice... Huh? Remember the floor in the dining hall? So even if you shouted from under the floor, it should have... But...
I see. So he brazenly Is that true, Teru?
Hold on.
Can you explain this, Teru?
I told you to wait a second, ain't I? What are y'all even saying anymore? I'm telling you, I was in that damn dining hall during the blackout.
Where are you from again?
I was born in West Asabu and raised in South Iowa.
Hey, you guys! This guy's a major lie! If Teru was in the...
Well, I believe so.
Huh?
I sure was. I was there the whole damn time.
Something like this shouldn't be decided.
Damn right. You guys should have been deciding this on the spot with your hazy memories.
His accent is getting even...
However, I am not sure.
Why don't we consult...
Gracia, don't be saying things like that. Don't make no sense. I probably can't... Crap! I can prove it with this. If you're claiming that you were in the diner, then you should know how Mikan was positioned at the time, right?
What? Don't make me...
No. This is, well, Teru Teru, if you were really in the dining hall at that time...
Huh?
What? It was a pretty clever way of tripping. There's no way you'd forget about it so easily.
I'm sorry.
How about it?
There's no way it would slip from your...
Even so... Nagito? Wait, give up.
Teru. It's lonely watching someone I admire reach the limits of...
Nagito, what are you doing?
Hold on a sec. Don't go moving this along on your own like I really am the king.
Huh? But...
The murder weapon hadn't been cleared up yet, Chef?
It's no use. It appears he's saying...
You understand?
But it's such a sad...
Oh, you calling me the killer, then where's the weapon?
Come on, Manumi! Enough...
Weapon, huh?
Judging from Byakuya's wound...
Also, they stabbed from under the floor.
After all this...
Not good enough! Not good enough!
He said... No, fine. I got it.
Wanna do it? Wanna do it?
What a con...
This is my... We will never give up! The weapon.
Huh?
For the party.
So that missing iron...
An iron skewer with the...
Hey, Teru Teru.
Avril Lavigne?
Huh? Did he?
He's just saying random shit to...
This school trip has a no littering rule.
Islands.
Also, I was on which means
It's probably
Teru. Oh,
What the hell?
he said.
I guess.
I'm not hiding that thing.
He said.
I'm hiding that thing. I'm not hiding it. Shut up! That's impossible! Nonsense! Unforgivable! I don't know! Paris Hilton! Ah! Shut up! That's impossible! Nonsense! Unforgivable! I don't know! Paris Hilton! Ah! Unforgivable! Shut up! That's impossible! Nonsense! Unforgivable! I don't know! Paris Hilton! Ah! Shut up! That's impossible! Nonsense! Where would the weapon be?